Hello everyone, hope you're right. In today's video, I'm going to show you how I plant my potatoes in grow bags. So this is the middle of March and I have got these potato varieties here. So I have got 5 varieties and this first one is unknown. So I don't know what the variety is, but this is grown in UK. These are nice big potatoes and as you can see, they are already chitted. So I started chitting my potatoes in the middle of February. I put them in a windowsill where they received indirect bright sunlight and it was like on the cold side, so it's not very hot or warm. So they are chitted nicely and I have cut some of the big potatoes in half a couple of days ago, so they are healed up nicely. And this is the second variety. This is British all-rounder nectar. This produce high yields of main crop potatoes which are nice and uniform size, and they are good for storage. You can use them for roasting, baking, mash. So I have got 6-7 seed potatoes here and I have cut some of them in half and you can see they are chitted nicely. I have got all these potato varieties from grocery store aisle. This is my third variety, which is Piccolo Star. This is second early new potatoes, which are really uniform size baby potatoes. They taste awesome when freshly harvested and can be used in salads. This is my fourth variety, which is red skin potatoes. This is British red potatoes Desire. This is also main crop variety and is good for storage and is ideal for cooking. Here you can see the information about these potatoes on the package. So you can find about the variety of potatoes and where they are grown on most of the packaging when you buy them from grocery store, and they are cheap when you buy them from grocery store. This is the fifth one. This is Maris Piper potatoes, which are ideal for growing for a beginner. And they are like white flesh potatoes. They are main crop, so they can be stored for long times and they produce nice sized potatoes which you can use in cooking, roasting, baking, all sorts of dishes. So here I have got 3 main crop varieties, one second early and one I'm not sure about, but they are really nice big potatoes. So if you are not sure about the different types of potatoes, I have got some information here. So the first earlies are known as new potatoes, and these are earliest to crop in June if planted in March, and their maturity time is 10 to 12 weeks. So these are kind of baby potatoes which are ideal for cooking freshly harvested, and you can use them in salads. They can't be stored for long. In fact, they mature so quickly that you can harvest them a couple of times during the growing season. So if you plant them in March, they will be ready in June. If you plant them in April, they will be ready in August. So the maturity time is 10 to 12 weeks. So it gives you an edge. Yeah, you can harvest multiple crops in a single growing season. I'm in zone 8B in UK, so taking into account my last frost date, I can plant them in the middle of March. But if you live somewhere colder, you may have to delay planting a little, or if you live somewhere warmer, you can plant them a little bit earlier. So it depends on your last frost date. So you can plant them under the cover 6 to 8 weeks before your last frost date, so the new growth is protected from frost. The second type of potatoes, known as second earlies or new potatoes, are the second to harvest. So they are given a couple of more weeks to mature. So the maturity time is 12 to 14 weeks, which means you can harvest them in July if you plant them in March, or you can harvest them in August if you plant them in April. So it depends on your planting time, but their maturity time is 12 to 14 weeks. So they are a bit bigger than the first earlies, but they still taste better when harvested fresh and they can't be stored for long. So the first earlies and second earlies are good for homegrown gardeners because you can harvest them before the blight sets in, and they taste much better than the potatoes you buy from grocery store. The third type of potatoes are main crop potatoes, which are usually harvested from September to October. So they have fairly long growing season. So their maturity time is 16 to 20 weeks. So they are big, nice sized potatoes which you can store for a long time. So you can store them over the winter. And basically these are main crops. They can be used in all sorts of cooking. So here are my grow bags which I am going to plant my potatoes in. So these are fairly tall grow bags, I think more than 1 foot tall, and they are like 2 feet diameter. So I have filled them with topsoil halfway. So this is nice crumbly topsoil, and I'm going to plant my potatoes So like I have 6 7 seed potatoes. I will put them like the chitted side up, so that's where the growth is coming out. So I will space them like 2 to 3 inches apart from each other. In fact, if you grow them in ground, you will have to give them more room, like 1 foot between potatoes and 2 feet between two rows, because the ground soil is compact and hard, so the roots don't grow deep into the ground, so you have to give them more room to grow. But if you plant them in containers or grow bags, you can plant them fairly close together, because the soil is really nice and crumbly and the roots can access all the space in the grow bag or the container. So I'm going to cover my potatoes with multi-purpose compost so I can't see them. So I'm not going to plant them too deep. I will just cover that they are under the soil, 1 to 2 centimeter under the soil, so I can't see them. And then I water them, and basically when they start growing, I will hail more compost around the stalks. So the potatoes grow along the stalk or stem of the plant. So as the stem grows, you have to cover it with more compost or soil, so the potatoes are not exposed to direct sunlight, otherwise they will turn green, and then they can grow along the stem and they can develop in their size. I'm planting all my potatoes inside my greenhouse, which is technically cold frame, so it has no additional heat source, but it stays nice and warm as compared to the outside. These days we are having really stormy weather, so I will wait until mid-April before I move these grow bags out in my garden. So here I'm done planting all my potato varieties. I have got 5 grow bags and 5 potato varieties. 3 are main crop and 1 is secondarily, which is piccolo star baby potatoes, and 1 I'm not sure about, but they are nice big sized potatoes. So all these potatoes are grown locally in UK. I have labeled my grow bag so I know which potatoes are where, and hopefully when they grow I will do a reveal in August, September. So make sure to subscribe to my channel so you stay updated about the results of growing these potatoes in these grow bags, and also you can see my other gardening videos on my channel. I have got lots of videos about growing vegetables, flowers and fruit trees, and all sorts of information about starting seeds and starting bare roots. So hopefully there is something for you to take from my gardening channel. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and you can also join my channel for extra perks. Thank you very much for watching today. See you next time. Bye.